So the thread, 10 albums that I've listened to the most. I wasn't going to do this. Okay, but I watched a couple. And I watched a couple more and a couple more because I enjoyed watching it. I mean, I thought, well, this is kind of interesting. And I watch channels that I don't subscribe to. They just pop up in my feed. Well, what are the 10 albums they listen to? I got some pump. It's a little noisy in the backyard tonight. So if you watch, you may see a deer walk by, take a look. They're out there. It's that time of evening. They'll be grazing, coming around. So back to this list. So I thought, well, all right, and again, by now everyone knows the parameters. It's not your favorite albums. It's what you really would listen to, what you would grab at. Just what am I going to play? Here's what I'm going to grab. And I really thought about, I travel every week, and the CDs that I put in my car. And there's certain CDs that I always will have because I listen to it, because I love that album, and I play it all the time. And that really was the basis for a lot of this. It's not necessarily my favorite album of all time, but it's what I love listening to as I travel. And so that kind of what I was really, that was a big part of this. Just when I think of the CDs that I have in there and in my CD holders. So, yep, let's take a look at this so we don't take forever. It was 10 albums. I think I got more than 10. I didn't even count, honestly. Feel free to count for me. Count along, and if you want, have a sip of beer or something. I got that bean flicker again because everyone really enjoyed the fact that I had no idea of the sexual innuendo associated with this. I mean, who does that? To put that? I mean. Someone's laughing there. Let's call it this. And because they knew people like me would buy it and just not, I don't know, but it's very vanilla-y, kind of good. So, what's the most listened to album? We always go big. What's the most listened to album? Because after a couple minutes, most of you are gone. So, my most listened to album, Fisherman Blues by the Waterboys. There's no doubt in my mind, this CD never comes out of the vehicle, ever. And I have it out front. I don't ever put it away. It sits in the front of my racks, so I can look at it. I can stare at it constantly. It is an album of pure joy. It is an album that fills you up with happiness. It makes you feel good. There's wonderful songs on here. There's even a little poetry reading that I didn't mind. I mean, guys reading Yeats, you would think I would have puked or something. It's just a perfect album for me. That to get this back in, again, I thank Brian Lozo down over in Maine for shipping me this, because it is one of the most important albums, because it is by far my most played, but that CD all the time. So this was my number one most played album. Number two, again, very easy, Lou Reed and John Cale, Songs for Drella. This is what they made for Andy Warhol. And this is the, look at that, I'm revealing my next ones. Oh man, sneak preview. But this is, again, to me, a perfect, this is the reissue, but my original vinyl's in there. It just goes to the life of Andy Warhol, and it's done with such honesty. I mean, there is emotional honesty. This was their tribute to them, and they kind of poo-pooed on him, especially Lou Reed. And he comes through and he apologizes and talks about how wrong he was to do that to Andy. And I'm sorry. It's gorgeous. It's a velvet. I mean, it's Velvet Underground, man. There's that droning in going on, but yet there's the soft and beauty of it. Dang, I every song I've been painting in my basement, Fisherman Blues, this I've been listening to. Number three, again, no brainer. The Cramps. Oh my God. Songs. The songs the Lord taught us. Jeez, my name crickets. When I was a friend gave this to me to listen to, and I put it on. and TV set came on, I was sold, and I have never looked back. My favorite Cramps, one of my favorite albums of all times, but it's one I play so much because every song's perfect. Every song is perfect on here. What more could I ask for? I mean, Mad Daddy, Strychnine, Sunglasses in the Dark, I Was a Teenage Werewolf, Garbage Man, Zombie Dance, Mystery Play. It is so freaking good. And these guys, what a look. I mean, wow. Never did see him in concert. A lot of you have, and that was wonderful. So my next, I guess number 4 would be Bitches Brew. My Kind of Blues, my favorite, but this is the one I play a lot. This is on my, it's in my iPhone, the complete, and it comes on. You'll have a 20-minute song going on there, and I just dig it. There's such a groove. The groove, the drums, and the bass, and the electric piano, what they lay down, and then the other instruments come over the top is so incredibly good. It has such a feel, and to think it was done with such spontaneity. Just come in, play it. Here's the rhythm, play it, and let's see what we get. Just pure solid gold. It's beautiful, and in my vehicle all the time we listen to this thing. So great stuff, and that's number 4. Number 5 comes in. What is it? Oh my God, Penthouse from Luna. Luna has 2 albums. One is Bewitched, that I adore, and Penthouse. And Bewitched had been my favorite, but Penthouse has taken over. Primarily, there is the song 23 Minutes in Brussels, where Tom Verlaine comes in and plays guitar with Gene Wareham, and it sounds like it's television playing. It's a little tight on here. I was going to pull it out, but there's from when I originally had it, and of course now the new reissue. So many wonderful things. Chinatown's on here. It's just a masterpiece from the early 90s. I think this was Luna's second full album, and to me it is the masterpiece that they did. All right, I believe I said that was 5. Number 6 was number 6. Moby's Play. Perfect for the vehicle. Or just sitting at home. This is one you can really relax to. I mean, you just put it on and you let it take you away. The music, it's complex, but it's like a journey. It takes you on a ride, and you can feel that, and you can go with it. Porcelain, is that one on? Well, no, Ever Loving's on here. South Side. Guitar, flute, and string is one of his most beautiful ones he's ever made. There's Porcelain is on here. Honey, Natural Blues. This is the one that made Moby into a superstar. He had been struggling. He had lost his record contract. He did this at his home, and someone picked it up, and the commercials listened to it and loved it. Moby took off because of this, but he almost quit music. He was going to quit. He was in a bad place in his life, but this brought him back, and I remember when I bought that in the mid 90s or late 90s when this came out. I couldn't put it down. I just had to keep playing it. And it's these tracks, these instrumental tracks that he has that is so incredibly beautiful. And that's the thing, it's pure beauty happening here. It just takes you on that journey. He does such a wonderful job with it. So Moby's Play would be my 6th favorite. 7th favorite I would play Velvet Underground. This is Velvet Underground and Nico. It could be in any 3 of them. I have the first 3, Velvet Underground, Nico, White Light, White Heat, and then the Velvet Underground self-titled. They're always in my vehicle, all 3 of them, because I listen to them all the time. So important, so influential. Thousands and thousands of groups label them as the influence, yet they couldn't even get noticed on the street if they wanted. This here is just one of those beautiful originals. You know, that it's not in the greatest shape, but you can see the two heads. So this is the one that got banned, and they had to put the stickers over. So to me, it's one of the key parts of my collection. You know, one of my most exciting parts of it. But it's like, songs for Drella. Here we go again. I like this because of the John Cale with his droning when he goes in. I'm not a big Nico lover. It fits what they did. Her voice fit those songs. But I really love when Cale gets going with Reed and they just take off and they really rock it hard. Cool stuff. So, number 7, I believe, or whatever. Number 8, what we got? Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Could have been Metal, could have been Dark Side of the Moon, but I've been listening to this one more. I heard someone else explain it as it's more instrumental, and there are more instrumentals in here, longer songs. It's like metal. You know, that's the beauty of metal, when you got echoes that goes on for a full side. It's that journey. And I'm sure a lot of people were very drug induced when they took that journey, but there's so much beauty going on within that music. Same with Wish You Were Here. When you listen to that, again, it's kind of a story happening within her, a little bit of a concept, but it's put together so well. And so, coming off Dark Side of the Moon, which is an absolute masterpiece, I love every single song on there. This thing is just the same way, and this is the one I will play mostly in my car. I think it's because the pieces can be separated easier. Dark Side of the Moon's hard to separate a piece. This one can be. Really incredible. Number 9, Bachman Turnover Drive Not Fragile. Oh my God, this soundtrack of my high school. I keep the CD in my car because it is crank it up to the highest volume and just rock out. When C.F. Turner starts to sing, he has that rough, gravelly voice. I love his stuff. Randy Bachman has more of the sweeter sounds and voice, but C.F. Turner, rest in peace there, C.F. He really goes. I know all the lyrics. I've listened to it so much. Not Fragile, Rock Is My Life, This Is My Song. Roll on down the highway, you ain't seen nothing yet. Bump, baby in the stage. Freewheeling, Sledgehammer, Blue Moon, and Secondhand, giving it all away. Happens every day. It is great. Oh my God, it makes me happy. Most of these albums, they make me happy. They make me smile. They just put you in a great mood. And this is just a perfect case of that, where you listen to it and it's just, God, it's so cool. It sounds so wonderful. I never tire of it. I think they said that was 9, was it? I don't know. You guys counting? Hell if I am. The Sex Pistols, never mind the Bullocks. Okay, so guys, happy kind of. This thing's just pure energy. I have yet to ever get bored of it. I find every song on here again to be perfect in my mind, and just I can play it again and again and again, which I have. It's a CD I will carry with me. After with the flood, you lost thousands of CDs. There are certain ones I saved. I saved them for a reason. These are it. These are the ones that I saved because it's what I would grab and listen to and play. Easy. You're doing something around the house, you put on the CD. I don't have to go flip the album over. I can keep playing it. And so that was the key with a lot of these are the CDs that I adored because it's the albums that I love to listen to. And so this is just a classic case, just pure punk. And I'm just glad they did one album and burned out, man, because the second one could never have matched it, not in a billion years. This is it. This is the power, this is the majesty of punk rock, and it is the pinnacle. And to me, nothing was better, and it just makes me excited still. I still get excited. So that was 10. I think I got a couple extra. We're just going to throw them out real quick. Boston. From my high school, a perfect album. every song. I keep the CD again always on me because I love it. It's just, I mean, just for more than a feeling, peace of mind, foreplay, long time, been such a long time, rock and roll, bad smoking, hitching a ride. I mean, oh my God, come on, everybody, you know you play this, you love it. It is freaking awesome. Yeah. What else? I mean, okay, so I didn't really count. I saved this CD, Who's Could Do No Day Racing. Again, it stays in the vehicle. Do I know all the lyrics to this? No, because they're talking so fast, they're singing so loud. I can't really grab it. But the melody, these guys, this is just packed with hooks. In between the noise and the distortion, it is packed with hooks. I mean, songs like How to Skin a Cat. I mean, come on, how can you go wrong with that? I say that, and Cat's probably looking at me somewhere. Terms of Psychic Wars on A New Day Rising. It's just beautiful, excites me. The day I bought it, when it came on, I bought that, my first Uskadoo album. It was just like life-changing, and I've never stopped. Again, I do not put this one away. It stays out front in my cubes because it's important, and I'm going to grab it and play for it. That's the key of the front cubes. And do I have another one? Nope, there we go. We go back to Fisherman Blues. So these are the key albums that I will listen to. And again, I do. It's a constant on these, and I have never tired of them, ever. And they will always be out front, so I can grab them quick and grab them fast. And when I need a little pick-me-up and a little smile on my face, all I gotta do is listen to one of them, and I'm going to get it. All right, I did it. Okay, I did it. Dave, BC Ambassador, what the hell? Yours is 49 minutes? Come on, man. What? I have to go find out what he did. I haven't watched that yet. I just saw 49 minutes, and I'm going, oh my God. Seriously? I also watched Dave. But you're killing me, man. You're killing me. Okay. Thanks, everyone. And for everyone that's been doing this, I hope you're enjoying it. It has been fun to do this, to watch these. I've really been enjoying it. It's really been good. Being Flicker. Who knew it's sexual? Except all of you in the VC but me. So what the hey? Okay. Everyone, have a good night. Did you see any deer? I didn't see them. Maybe saw one pop by. Have a good night. Bye.